Well, welcome to week 5. It's the halfway mark for Connect Groups this semester, so you've made it halfway through the experience with us. This week, we're talking about the law. And so last week in Romans 2, we talked about judgment, and we talked a lot about being judged by the law. This week, we're actually talking specifically about the law. So Tom, tell us a little bit about this word law, what it means, and what the Bible has to tell us about it.
Well, it really speaks of a regulation. It's kind of no surprise there. It kind of is what it is. It's used 523 times throughout the Bible. So again, like some of our recent words that we've studied, a very prevalent Bible theme. It's used 10 times in our verses today, which is Romans 2:17 through 29. So 10 times the word law lands in there, and it's a regulation.
Yeah, it is a regulation. So tell us a little bit about, we're going to be reading, what is the law specifically that is being talked about in these verses?
Well, the interesting part about this passage is it's really talking about kind of inward law and outward law, and comparing how we keep the law to what's going on the inside. And so I think, there really is a fascinating dichotomy sometimes between how we behave on the outside, what's happening on the inside. And I think that's something for us to look at. Are we law keepers on the outside? Have we modified our behavior and something different is going on the inside? Are there times when we're fighting the battle on the inside and it's coming out a little different on the outside?
Yeah. And one of the things to remember as you're reading this is to remember who Romans is being written to. Remember that the Jews in Rome were sent out, the Gentiles that were Christians stayed in Rome and stayed in that city, and then the Jews were brought back, and now they're fighting over how to serve and love Jesus. And so that's kind of the backdrop of some of this discussion. And so don't forget that from that video that we watched week 1 from the Bible Project. So our icebreaker has to do with the law, and it's about civil law. It's actually about you and your car law. The question is, does speeding trouble your conscience? Why or why not? Well, that should be interesting. So hopefully you have a good time and enjoy your time together.